What is the average monthly payment for a Social Security beneficiary? Hello, this is Chart GPT Today. Always ask this question. Coming up on October 12th, there's going to be a new COLA increase for the Social Security recipients, and it's supposed to be scheduled around 3 to 3.5%. Of course, that'll come out, so it'll be around that area. But before that comes, you kind of ask, well, what are some numbers around the Social Security to understand what's going on with the programming? And we'll see here on the first chart here that Medicare and Social Security represent a growing share of the federal budget. In 1970, it was less than a quarter. In 2021, it is about a quarter, and of course, by 2052, under current law, it'll be about the third. So you can see it's, and these are in basically in entitlements that basically are encoded by law, and they can't be changed. They're not part of the discretionary. So you can see by 2052 it'll be over a third. And when you think of the other parts such as interests and everything like that, it is a growing thing, and it'll be interesting to see how budgetarily Congress will deal with that going forward. Taking a look at about the health of it, you can see here with the CBO, Congressional Budget Office, revenue is pretty much flat going forward unless something changes. And you can see the cost is rising, and it already is going negative, but the idea there is that the trustees' insolvency is around between 20-31. There's a lot of debate on this depending on how you do the arithmetic. Pretty much in about 7-8 years it'll be considered insolvent, because if you look at the amount of money that is supposedly in the trust fund, which has been merged with regular funds, so it's a little bit of a fictitious accounting, that you can see here by 2035 you'll be running out of money. So it kind of peaked in 2010, and it's been declining and declining ever since, unless they make changes. Some of the ideas would be to elongate the retirement age, gather more taxes, etc., etc. So there's lots of ways that can change. But over time, obviously, this is going to go negative and become a problem budgetarily for the U.S. So it's a looming problem politically. So somebody will have to do something in the future, and I'm sure that people will kick the can down the road until that happens. So a little bit about the actual beneficiaries. You can see here that if you would take retirement at 67, which you get full retirement, which is considered full retirement in the U.S., you can, if you wait till 70, you get 124%. If you take early retirement, you lose about 30%. So you can kind of judge whatever your payment would be. It will be attenuated or augmented depending on when you actually take your full retirement age. Of course, obviously this is something that people have done. At 31% of Americans take their retirement as soon as possible. And you can see between 63 and full retirement age, 23%, so over 54% file early for early benefits. And of course you can see as it goes down from there. So getting into specifically what the actual retirement of the average person would be, you can see here that it's people retiring 62 get $1,200, and all the way up to age 70 it's about $1,900. You can see those same percentages break down. So that's kind of where most people will be getting retirement. Probably if they retire early, half of them they'll be getting far less. If that should extend, then obviously that changes the dynamics, but this is kind of the current thinking. In any case, take a look at the AI. I kind of give you some general principles on how they calculate your potential retirement, and you can see whether or not where you may or may not fit based upon what you're doing. And if you're still young enough, you might be able to make some changes in that. But we've had other articles on ChartGPT that shows that many retirees are just not going to have the golden age as before. Give us your take in the polling. What do you think? Are most people going to continue this kind of pattern, and the Social Security going to continue this pattern, and Social Security will be dramatically changed in the next few years, or not? Don't forget to subscribe.